Man, Friday was insane. Athens was in control of the first half, but then Weston Bear started to find his shot in the second half. Friday night was everything you want from TVC Ohio basketball. Chippy play, trash talking, high-scoring players, and big play after big play. We might have to start calling them the Lady Warriors because they were splashing all night against Athens. This team showed what they can do to any opponent. They pushed the ball up the court, they found the open shooter, and the three ball was falling, but it all started from their defense. Slow start for both teams. The momentum starting to find its way in the third quarter, and an electric fourth quarter for both sides. That's what you want from playoff basketball, and that's what we got here at Jackson High School, where the Wheelersburg Pirates took down the Meigs Marauders 35-28, ending their season. But watch for the blockers up top. You got 5 blockers as soon as he catches the ball against 4 Tri-Valley defenders, and watch this lineman right here. Just gets a hand on him, just enough to that third level. Clifford makes a move. You know, if you're John Glenn, you got to get the ball in his hands as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Meigs only had 7 turnovers as a team, but shooting 32% from the field wasn't enough. But I will say that this was the most exciting, intense game I've been to since I started covering Meigs.
Yeah, but you know what they say about Palmer, right, John?
It's always popping. Well, first off, double Bs. Athens doesn't even have nicknames for their duos or trios, so Bear is the best scorer in our coverage as well in terms of points per game. Bartram has been a solid point guard, being a stopper on defense, and Cleland is emerging and proving himself day by day.
No, but seriously, Joe wins. All right, so we've been talking a
Pass breakup number 2, and this one would have been to the house, all that open field right there. Pass breakup number 3, not exactly what he wanted. It gets tipped up again, and CJ Ratliff in the back of the end zone, tiptoes, makes it in, 13-yard touchdown for the Panthers. Philo finds a way to win 21-6. And New Lex gets knocked out of a playoff spot. All right, now here's the student section. It's frat boy night. Buddy had some AirPods. All right, he's stunned. He knows it. But okay, back to the court. The athletes that Chillicothe have are the reason they are dominant in the FIC. 7-1 on the year, 3-0 in conference play, and Harris is making fast guys look slow. Sweeps, powers, pitches to the right or left, anything to get the ball in his hands. Seemed like the game plan tonight, and it worked to perfection for the Cavaliers. They are 9-6 on the year, so it's not a bad season, but I understand the frustration of losing these type of hyped-up TVC games. Kyle Hooper, Logan Smith, Brandon Brock, Ethan McClellan are monsters. All of them are at least 6'2", and their average weight between them all, 264 pounds. They moved Morgan's O-line back almost every single play tonight. Now I have a serious question for both of you. Who is the best dancer on your team, and what is their go-to dance move? Alrighty, never mind. I guess they don't dance.
We're too
it's
serious.
Okay, it's okay.
We're all
it's all
business.
Good. It's all good. I get that. It's all good. Alrighty, Paul, back over to you. Sweep right here to Joel Barnes. His only attempt of the night, and he turns on the burners for the 79-yard touchdown. Cavaliers up 35-0, and they would win 49-14. The defense played tough. They run a 4-3, and their safeties were only 8 yards deep. They were basically second linebackers. They were playing the run all night. It was rainy, it was cold, but the cheerleaders kept cheering, which means football was being played. It was a big win for this squad. Mallory Holly flexed her muscles and showed off her Mamba mentality on the Eastern defense. Yeah, they did with all that camaraderie. You get it? Okay, bad joke. But on a serious note, this team is full of skilled players, and they can beat anyone when they play all 4 quarters like Friday. It was a rough start for both teams, but it's late October. The players, coaches, parents, reporters, on the sidelines, we are all cold, and a game can become stagnant. But Philo was able to heat up. It's pretty easy to see here that they have hit a bit of a cold streak. The Vinton County game was physical under the basket. Meigs was out-rebound 43-20. That's when you need to start playing your best basketball, not in November or December when your athletes are getting out of their fall sport or whatever the case may be. You don't want to play your best then. You want to play it now, and that's what they're doing. This was a physical matchup, and to be honest, I loved it. The crowd was lit. Meigs had a full student section. There was blood on the court, a technical foul, even some cheerleading battles. Talk about some Friday night TVC basketball. When we're talking about the trio, though, Bartram is the heartbeat of Meigs. Weston Bear is the silent assassin of Meigs. And Coulter Cleland is the future of Meigs.